And oh, my mic. Hi everyone, I realised I never introduced myself. So my name is Rhea, I'm from the UK. I just wanted to do this video because a few of you requested for a part 2 and it seems like there's enough content for a part 2, so let's do this video. So first things first, I just forgot to mention in the last video a special thank you to Zell, Rexal and anyone else who helped me get those tickets. It's so hard, I don't know why it's so difficult to purchase a ticket in the Philippines. So if I didn't have them, I would have not been able to see them probably. Just because they make it very hard for international fans or just people in general to purchase tickets from abroad without Philippine credit card. So yeah, anyway, that's a whole other story. Thank you Zell, thank you Rexal. Sorry if I mentioned your name wrong, but thank you for helping me out. And yeah, I'm so happy that I got to go. So yeah, let's get on with the video. Okay, I'm just on a road trip right now editing this video, and before we start the rest of the video I just want to mention that I really wasn't sure if I was going to post this, to even start editing this, because I filmed this last week, kind of the early days of what's going on, and right now it's every day feels just more devastating than the last. So I hope everyone is staying sane, everyone is, finding ways to cope, including Mahalima, including Onesie, whatever is going on. We really don't know as a fan what is going on, but we know that they are going through a very difficult time, and let's just all hope and pray that it's all gonna turn out the way we want it to turn out. So yeah, I'm just sending my sincere love and happiness and positive energy to everyone out there who's watching this, and I hope you enjoy it in any way, in some way, in whatever form. I just hope that you enjoy it. Okay, back to the video. So first things first is the whole event, or the two events, were quite organized, I would say. The only thing was, when the guidelines were posted up, it was posted on the day of, which is quite daunting for someone who's never been and whose first time it is to attend a concert in the Philippines. It's quite scary because you don't know what's going on, but luckily I had other people to talk to and ask, so I was able to ask them when is the guideline going to be posted. Luckily I had them to tell me that they'll probably post it on the day, which is what happened. Maybe they had issues, but they should have really posted it maybe 24 hours before, just because a lot of people aren't staying within the area, they have to plan everything. For someone who's never been, you just don't really know what's going on. And then when the guidelines were posted, it was way earlier than everyone thought. The event didn't start till 7 or 7:30, but the gates were open from 2. So there's 5 hours of, I don't know. So we thought, okay, cool, maybe they'll do a, what's it called, a check-in, not check-in, what is it called, sound check. So we thought they'll do a sound check, but they didn't. So we waited 5 hours, which didn't really seem like that on the last video that I just posted, because everything seemed smooth. But yeah, the rest of it was great, amazing. Yeah, it's just too tiring. They maybe could have done something in between or had front acts or I don't know, anything. But maybe they have their reasons, so I don't know. So the second one, what I found was, I kind of knew this beforehand, but it was just amazing to see that there were fanboys, lots of them, and a lot of people of all ages. It was great. I loved seeing that, and it just shows that SB19, I don't know if I can say their name anymore, have a lot of fans from different backgrounds, different ages, different countries, and yeah, it just shows that they really are for anybody. The next one is the Freebies. So we're going back. So before the fan meet, I was told that people come early for the Freebies, and because I was staying in the area, I thought, you know what, I'll have my breakfast,
get my wristband, and then go around and see what's going on. And I just did not prepare for it. It was carnage. It was a bit chaotic. Any clusters of group that you see, you just know there's freebies. I found that out very early into the day, and I kind of just went with it. I ended up getting a lot of photo cards and different freebies, including this, which is of Pablo. It just says JPN, which could mean Japan. But it's John Paolo Nassi. I have no bias, but I'll take any freebie. And then met up with Elle, who I met the night before. After the exhibit, we were just waiting in the line, and that's where I met Chi, who I stood with for the rest of the night. So I met them the night before, which was amazing because I got to go around with them, and so shout out to you guys. So yeah, the freebies, they were cool because I travel a lot, and I was in the process of moving to a different country, which is where I am now. I couldn't take any of the big freebies, and I in fact don't even have the freebies with me. I left it with my granddad in the Philippines, so a lot of my merch, actually all of my merch, all of my freebies are in the Philippines right now, which is where I'm not, so I can't take them with me, but it's okay. And they'll always be there, which is great. So regarding the freebies, I think it was a bit of a culture shock, mostly because I'm not used to this. I mean, I'm new to fangirling, right? So everything was new, and that was very different to just anything I've ever experienced. I've been to a lot of gigs, I've been to concerts, kind of like smaller concerts, and I love going to them, but there's no freebies involved. So there's none of these, like, you know, agawan. Not agawan, everyone's a bit, you know, everyone's pretty respectful, but you know, everyone's trying to get a freebie, so it can get a bit hectic. But yeah, anyway, that was a interesting experience. So the next one is, so I had the VIP standing ticket. What it means is basically it's free for all. You get your queue number based on the time that the ticket was purchased. So mine was 292. It was still close enough, but there's, I think, over 600 VIP standing. So with your queue number, you have to stay there until you get to the actual door to the stage, and then once you get past that, as you saw in the last video, everyone's kind of rushing, trying to figure out where to go, and I ended up finding somewhere quite close to the front and also to the middle, but I was actually so like close, right, but not close enough. It was like so close yet so far, because I could see them very close. It was great, but I wasn't close enough to kind of interact with them, which is, you know, it's okay, but I think next time I probably will just get a VIP seated, unless I can, you know, get a very early queue number, because then I can get close to the barrier, which I was close enough, but I want to be like closer, so that it will be a bit worth it. It's either VIP standing but barrier, or seated. That's definitely what I'm going to do next time. So the next one is celebrities. There was quite a lot of P-pop groups. I also saw other celebrities like Jada and her father, and who else? I saw Ken's friends, Queen Maverick, Josh Well, Miss Darla. I saw her as well. Quite a few celebrities came, and yeah. The next thing is friends. So I came solo, as you probably gathered. I didn't have anybody, but I kind of knew that I would meet people and come out with, you know, a whole gang, which is what happened. And it was quite nice because we all looked out for each other, and when people were pushing behind us, we would kind of create strategies to make everyone move back and give us space. So it was really nice, and it was a really nice little circle that we made, and then we all had dinner after the event, and yeah, it was really lovely. And yeah, I'm glad I met you guys, and hopefully we can see each other again in the future. So the last one is my impression on the boys. It was incredible. You're kind of just shocked. Like, you're just in shock that they're right there. They were so lovely to everyone in terms of fan service. Like, I saw Josh and Ken come down a lot and interact with everyone, and Pablo as well. Justin and Stell didn't really come to where we were, so I didn't see them as much, but I still got to see them as close as I could, which was incredible. Like, yeah, it was, I still can't believe how close they were to me. I'm so sad. I was like this close to Pablo, but it wasn't enough. So next time I'm gonna try the barrier or seated, either one of the two. Yeah, we'll see. And then Ken and Justin was so funny. It was so hilarious seeing them on stage and be like partners. Yeah, they were just so hyper and bubbly, and yeah, they were great fun. Yeah, I'm so glad they lost the show break episode, because the two introverts, it was great seeing them be extrovert for the night, and especially Ken. Ken was on top form. He was great. He was incredible, and he can definitely host. He can, like, I don't know what he was saying before in other videos, but he can definitely host. And then Stell, obviously, he was just amazing as usual. He was so entertaining, he was so funny, and yeah, his shenanigans whilst doing the hold my blank segment, that was so funny. And then of course Pablo was, I think for me, what left a big impression on me was the speech in the ending.
Through this, naalala namin na meron kaming bawat isa, meron kaming 18, meron kaming tapo na nagmamahal sa akin na talagang walang isawang suporta. Na kahit anong endeavor na puntahan namin, merong aalalay sa amin at susuporta sa amin. Mahalaman namin kaya 18. This is all for you.
And how he was crying, and his reaction throughout the Freedom music video. Yeah, I cried. Like, I teared up. With Stell as well, he was also very emotional. Everyone was emotional, and thinking about it right now makes me kind of want to tear up a little bit. And then Josh, he was so great at fan service. I think everyone knows that, but like, he was incredible at that. He would, you know, try and sign everything, and I couldn't really see what he was doing, but I know he was always quite close to everyone, which was great. And yeah, I feel like he's so reliable when it comes to that. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about, if there's time, is my journey on becoming 18. I'm gonna try and make this quite short, but basically I was traveling for 3 months at the end of last year, and then spent the last 3 months in the Philippines at my granddad's house. I have never been a fan of K-pop before this. Not that I kind of shut it down, but I just didn't think it was my thing. Sorry, I'm not trying to go down the K-pop route. I'm just trying to kind of build context. I have no boy bands. Obviously, like when we were little, we loved Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and all of that. They were popular, but I wasn't really a fan, you know, like their songs were popular, everyone knew them, but yeah, I had never really been a fan of any pop groups before, and I'm just not really a pop listener. Like, my music taste is so different. It's more on soul, R&B, hip-hop, rap, but SB19 is different, and they have every genre you could ever want, which is, you know, why I actually fell in love with their music as well. Anyway, so going back, I was in Cavite for 3 months, and I had no job. I was just basically staying there. So a lot of the time I was on YouTube and I was on TikTok, and for TikTok, on the For You page, SB19 kept coming up, and I didn't really know SB19 before this. I lived in the UK. Although I knew the music scene, kind of. I knew the top charts in the Philippines, but for some reason, SB19 never crossed my universe, my world, until this year. So that was February, and then I started getting into them in March, because I didn't really, after seeing them on my For You page, I kind of got curious, kind of explored, but didn't really realise that they were like a pop group. I didn't even know P-pop was a thing. And then a couple of weeks later, I started watching reaction videos of just random things. A lot of them were like Filipino artists, and then SB19 came up, and also Justin. Forgot this channel that would react to like most handsome Filipino men, and Justin was one of them. And then they said like, oh, he's part of SB19. So SB19 kind of left a lot of crumbs along the way for me to kind of start following. And then that was it. I explored their YouTube channel and fell into the rabbit hole, and the rest is history. After that, I got hooked, came back to the UK, and continued my fangirling life there, but more kind of on the low, until I got my brother's girlfriend hooked, and then my mum kind of is getting there, and other people around me I started telling them about that side of my life, my double life, which kind of started to merge together, which is great, and now everyone knows, which is fine. It's fine. I'm not embarrassed about it. Yeah, it's just funny how I have become this person. I feel like I'm a complete different person before SB19, and now I'm like fangirl. I'm not making fun of fangirling, it's just funny that I'm now part of it. I just never expected it, but here I am. That's kind of it. Shut down to UK18 and Zell and everyone who's helped me, Chi, Elle, everyone I met that night. Thank you for making my experience amazing, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!